And the second thing I did here was this bipod that I installed on here. Now I had an old rail, Picatinny rail that I have in my scrap box, or my extras box, and I just took 2 drill holes, as long as it didn't interfere with, as long as it didn't interfere with the cocking, and it had a little. I had to modify this, and I had to take this one piece out here. It went here from here. The little rod that went across there, and I had to swap the. I had to turn the. There's a nut on this side, and I had to put it over here. And I had to cut the end of the screw off because it was catching on this spring here. So, but in order for me to get the barrel, the cock, I had to do a little modifications to this thing. But what I did was, these are a screw, there's a nut on the end, and I just screwed it in to the plastic, and that's pretty thick plastic right there. I mean, it's not, but I don't know how thick it is, but it's pretty thick plastic. So I just put a screw and a nut on behind it, and you can. So now I can cock this thing even with the legs down. I don't know if I can do that, and you can see that. Let's see if I can get this thing. Let's see if I can get this to show up here. I don't know if there's a pellet in there or not. So now, let's see this or not. I'm experimenting with my camera here. Alright, so basically, you know, when you cock it, you got to do this. Now, I can get it all the way down. Okay? It's not loaded, so, but I'm able to get it all the way through. Before, I was having trouble, kept catching on this bolts and the little nut here. And so you just have to kind of modify it to get it to work. You know, I picked these up at the Army Navy store, but and here's the that was I had to bevel that edge, and then now the big heavy pellets fit in there really nice. I don't have to, you know, pound them in. They just go in with the pen and they seat right in perfectly. So this is what I've done, and I don't know if you can hear this. I'm gonna shoot it without a pellet in there, and you judge how loud it is, 'cause pretty loud. But yeah, but that was the most recent mods that I've done to this thing. So I'm pretty much done. Oh, here it is. Pretty much done modding the Crosman Fire, because I want to see this gun, you know, I want to see it perform, and I think it will. We'll try these mods. I'm not going to do it today. I don't know. I haven't been feeling all that great. I mean, the weather gets me down. I'm 62. I'm overweight. I have some lung issues. And I'm dealing. 2 years ago, I ended up in the hospital with pneumonia, and I thought I was going to die. I almost died. It's like, wow. So I have to rethink how I'm doing with my life now. So, but this is another hobby that I got into. I've been into air guns for a couple of decades, but I just recently, started watching these videos again, and I was into the mini bike thing, and I got 4 mini bikes now. Um, Trying to sell 2 of them. 2 of them are for sale. I have a 2000 Honda XR80R for sale that I completely restored. And I got a Coleman CT200UEX that I created. I modified it and made it a full suspension mini bike. It's got a swing arm and two shocks, and and it's got modified engine on it. New handlebars. I put like cross motocross handlebars on it, and the pretty much the old carburetor setup. I didn't modify that. I did that to the MB200. I have a Trailmaster MB200 V2. I call it the Black Pearl. That's been totally modified, street legal. And now I have a Honda Trail 70, which is 1974, which I just bought a new headlight for it and all new bulbs. So I'll be going over that bike, putting in. Oh, and yeah, I got new tires for it. The tires were like, I think the original tires, 1974 tires. And I went to sit on it the other day, and the tire just kind of split. There's a big old split in there. I'm like, okay, I gotta get some new tires for it. But and if anybody's interested in Honda Trail and Z50 parts, and that they have it at the motorsports place here in Tyler, Texas, called CHP Motorsports, or it's whatever. I can't remember what the hell it's called. I think I have it on here. I mean, it's only like 30 miles from my house. Yeah, CHPmotorsports.com. Go there. Here, let me open a new page. This is an extra long video, but I've got time. I could break this video up, actually. Now, this place is only like 30 miles from my house. So I was looking at getting these tires here for $37, but I come to find out that I got 400 wide tires on there. Oh, I got the 400 wide tires. So I actually had to go to a different tire, but well, anyways. But that's, anybody's interested. I know a few YouTubers that might be interested in this. Go to chpmotorsports.com, and they're really good. They got a lot of parts from the older mini bike Trail 70s and the Honda, the Z50s and all that. You can get the parts there if you can't find it. So that's just a drop. They don't give me any disc. Well, he does. I've done business with him, so he gave me. I actually had to buy a brand new 400 wide tire by 10 last week, and he only had one. I couldn't afford. They were $69 a piece. I couldn't afford 2 of them, so he threw in a really good used one that was like looked brand new, like it hardly ever been used. So I did that. He threw that in for free if I buy a new tire off of him. So they kind of helped me out, and I've sent a few people to him, and they've been pleased. So anybody interested in that, go check them out. I'll bring up the main page. And they actually have a lot of these bikes over here. Those are his personal stuff, like the ones showing right there. That's kind of his warehouse, and you can pick your parts. I know this isn't a shooting video, but and you can buy performance parts, everything you need. Gear, sprockets, t-shirts, service manuals. You know, I did have a shirt, but it was too small. I need like a triple extra large shirt. But this is the website. About 35 minutes, 40 minutes from my house. Nice people. You don't really go in and buy. I just go in and I show up and they're like, oh, okay. I'm just here to buy parts. Okay, because they're not selling these bikes. They're just his collection. So there you go. Sorry this video is like lasting a long time, but I wanted to get this out. And enjoy. Have a good day, please.